Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple. Of that in this one. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Temple. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
That's caught. It's Key. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State.
He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun. And it's caught for the 2, and they have an 8-0 lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. A 3rd down try for the offense.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Takes it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this...
There he goes! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown Seminoles. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bettis. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got... Here they come! And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And after the big special teams play, they'll take over close to midfield. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. To the air on first down. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Noles racing to the line in the hurry up. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Noles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Mims. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Finds a man on the left. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Touchdown Seminoles! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Mims. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Cheek. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 2nd down coming up. From the gun. give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going to sling it on second down. He wants to take the top off. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11.
Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Off the play fake. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the bunt. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Velez. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking for a crease. It's Tolzien. Got the first down and more. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
unleashes one.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his back in the middle. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off play action. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it along the sideline. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown Seminoles.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Wants to pass. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Georgia Tech, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mims. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, he has to throw for it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. Do those two things. You got an opportunity here to steal some points.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking for the score. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Using the quick game. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta.
And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to throw. It's Harvey. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. There's the pressure.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt on the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
The Noles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running back searching for a hole. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Brewer. Fights off a defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Noles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hand off from the shotgun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense was ready for that sneak attempt. They sealed up every crevice, nowhere to go.
And you know it's a predictable situation. You know it's short yardage. They want to run the quarterback sneak. Got to get penetration. And linebackers, boy, they got to jump over the pile, go meet him in the backfield. Nice job by the D.
Quarterback will keep it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration. Stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll go to the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down near the goal line. Everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to throw. It's Harvey. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. Inside, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Florida State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like